I work 5 jobs. Let me break it down for you and tell you how. Hold on, can you see me? Oh, there we go. There I am. Nope. Okay, hold on. Okay, first job that pays me the most. 7 Brew. We love 7 Brew. 7 Brew is my current lifeline right now. Hideaway. Hideaway, I work there for the employee discount. Hideaway is within walking distance of my apartment, and I eat there probably every other day, if not multiple times a day. What I make up for, because they pay minimum wage, what I make for in not making tips at Hideaway, I make up for in eating them out of house and home. Dead ass. And then I write. I work at Rising Dawn, and then I volunteer at a local coffee shop called Second Wind, which is also walking distance from my apartment. And I work their garden as well. So even whenever they're shut down throughout the summer, I've been working on their garden and filling up that community box. There's a community box back there if you guys are interested. Now, a lot of people will go, oh, well, that's so many. How do you handle it all? Because every single one of these places brings me joy. I do not work at places that do not bring me joy. I just quit a job that was paying me $13 an hour because I told them that I had I don't have them on now because they're starting to make my neck mess up. Whatever. I'm having to be taught a hard lesson right now. Anyway, so I quit the job because I was like, you're not going to sit here and talk to me like that and then me stay. So I quit. It was at will employment, and so I handed them a piece of paper, and I said, I'm outie 500, and I went and got the 7 Brew job, and I'm thriving there. I love it so much. Hideaway is an amazing place to work. I really love my team. Second Wind is absolutely phenomenal, and then my writing and Rising Dawn also fulfill me through the arts. And so my advice to you guys is to work on what you love. Even if you're having to do multiples of everything, work on what you love, and then make sure that whenever you're working on things that you love, you're keeping a balance for yourself. I do not work a back-to-back double. I will not do that. I will work a split if I have at least an hour and a half in between my splits, because that way I can go home, take a shower, take a 45-minute nap, and then go back to work. And that's enough for me. That amount of time is enough for me to reset, reorganize, and go back into my day with a new vigor. If you're not waking up and going, whoo, all right, let's go, there's something in your life that you need to reorganize or reclaim, because there's no reason why we should be living in corporate America right now. Especially with the state of our political country, we need to be making big, bold, powerful moves to work for the people, with the people, instead of working for corporations that don't pay us and are working us overtime hours. Now, if you're like, well, I have a family to provide for, I understand that. I get that. But at the same time, we also have to make time for ourselves and make time for things that fulfill us. Because if we're not fulfilling us, then who is? Love you guys.